Alright everybody, this is going to be a very frank and straightforward video. I'm not going to be Mr. Nice Script Guy. So, shut up and listen what I got to say, alright? Got a lot of things we're going to do in this video. I want to get straight to the point. You need to drop your ego when you're playing this game, and especially when you're practicing your aim. You all have trash mechanics. Unless you're like 3000 elo and you're just a beast, there's always things that you can do better. For example, your counter strafing is definitely off. Like I see people, they think they have good counter strafing, but then they hit it with like these, like they just have like a random bullet that'll just like this. Right. Like they'll just not, they just don't know how to counter strafe correctly. So practice that you can do to do this is you can come to a bot and you kind of just like track his head, and then when you feel like you're tracking it enough, you kind of just counter strafe to the other side. You do this multiple times. See, I'm not warmed up, so I can't really like that. And make sure you're counter strafing correctly, and you can like come and kind of see if your counter strafes are good. If they're not good, they're gonna look like that with these like random bullets over here. I would bet money that your counter strafing is probably dog shit, and like 9 times out of 10 you're like, oh, my crosshair was on him, but like it's like that, like it's something like stupid, like you're not actually like counter strafing correctly. Like being able to stop perfectly is a mechanic that a lot of people overlook, and they kind of just like they think they know how to peek and all these things, and then they're just like not getting any kills, and they're wondering why they're not getting any kills, and then they just blame, oh, CS2 is bad, oh, blah blah blah, subtick, whatever. Shut up, man. Just shut up. I don't know. You just need to kind of stop coping and actually train your mechanics. I see a lot of you flicking and kind of just like thinking you're cool, and like you'll be like, oh, like movement player, and you just go like, ooh, boom, 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 and you're just missing everything. So to counteract that, I want you to just come and like slowly, just like go to each bot very slowly. Don't make any random unnecessary movements. Like I see all of you going like this, and like you're like practicing, you're like doing all these like weird shit. I don't know. Like there's no point in it. So just come slowly. Like I saw actually Phoenix do like a really cool practice where he would come with his client, and they just like made him go on like a straight line all the way down here. So he's like on this line, and you kind of just have your crosshair and you just stop. And if your crosshair is not exactly on his head, you slightly move. And you stop. Like that. That. And you just like, you need to like learn to adjust your crosshair. Because if you're not like counter strafing correctly, or you don't like feel comfortable in like the way that your crosshair ends up when you stop moving, you're gonna like just completely miss all your shots. Because if you counter strafe perfectly and you're just next to his head, that's not gonna grant you a kill. You're just gonna die in that situation. So I actually recommend just like keeping impacts on this entire time, because you'll see if like your counter strafes are off. But yes, that's just like one of the mechanics that everyone overlooks, and they're like, "Oh no, I'm good at counter strafe. I know how to counter strafe. I know that you need to press A and then tap D, or something like that." And then they just like, they're like doing this, and it's just like the worst thing you've ever seen. I see also what a lot of people do is like they'll counter strafe, but like instead of just tapping a key, they like go the other way a little bit like that. Like they'll go like that instead of just stopping. This is stopping, and this is like what some people do. See how I like, kind of go back a little bit? Another practice that I saw, I think it was Savage talking about. He would, he says a lot of people have really good left, right. I mean, like, okay, I'm just missing everything. But saying that a lot of people just can kind of go between bots left and right, but not a lot of people can do like up and down. So he had this like practice where he would do have like people like have their crosshair up, and then he'd like come down to them like this, practicing your Y. Instead of X, like horizontal, you're practicing Y. So if you guys know math, you guys are smart. You just practice going up, you practice going down. Because like a lot of people who come from different games, they have good aim because like Counter-Strike players are just so tunnel vision, just doing left, right. And like say someone's Palace or Mirage and you're just like, ugh, like you just don't know what to do and you're shooting his legs. This is good practice for that. Okay, another thing is spraying. Because some people like, you're like, oh, I have good spray, and kind of come counter-strafe and like spray a little bit. Let's see if you can make like a really tight. That was really bad. Like you can see like whenever you fuck up, you can kind of like, okay, I didn't pull down enough to the right. And you can kind of just get a feel for it. Because in CS2 is really hard to see your bullets, so like having impacts on is really good. Just make sure you can like you can try like body shotting the bots too, and make sure you can get those. Because it really, you know, it only takes like 4 bullets to kill a target. So if you're like shooting like 7 bullets and he's still not dead, there's something wrong. So you want to be able to like, I'm like headshotting them, my bad. There's also another map here. Let me actually load that up real quick. This map, Aim Trini. So you want to come to Aim Trini, and you can kind of just like warm up and like do this. Like I never really mess with these settings. There's a really good video that Wilson CS did, just about like all these different game modes you can do and like practice. You just come in here, kind of practice your aim for a little bit. You can kind of just like back up and like practice counter-strafing. See, some of my bolts are just going straight, and like that's bad. Like I'm not warmed up, but you need to make sure that you can like maybe like not even like stop moving and kind of just and get it to like where every single counter strafe is a kill. The last thing I want to kind of say is some things that people hate is like deathmatch. And deathmatch, really becoming like a deathmatch monkey will give you good mechanics. Like it's like annoying to go and like just sit in games and just like play through 10-minute deathmatches all the time. But if you can like find like the excitement and like how fun it is to like build your mechanics and like practice gunfights in deathmatch, I think you will like succeed very much. Like if you hate deathmatch, like there's something that is wrong with your gunplay, and like there's a reason why you don't like deathmatch. Like if you're dying a lot, you're not getting kills, and you're not engaging in gunfights that you can win, then that's why you don't like it, and that means like you're underdeveloped in your mechanics. So just come into deathmatch and really practice like focusing on like hitting nice shots. Like okay, I don't know what I'm doing right now, but like make sure you have your tracking down, make sure you have your counter strafing down. Cause I'm saying like even me, like I have bad mechanics. Like you're not gonna have good mechanics unless you're like a pro player, you're donk. Everyone can improve all the time. So just continue to practice them every day. And like I double key there. See, I know I did wrong. And also like yeah, actively like focusing on what you did wrong in like a fight, whether it be in deathmatch or like just in game, like a Premiere or Faceit or whatever, will actually help you. Because I know a lot of people talk about like demo reviewing and like figuring out what you did wrong in the macro, but it's really not talked about that much on like what you do wrong in the micro. Like going back over in your brain, like being like, oh, I didn't counter strafe there, or I pressed W there, or I didn't pull down enough there. Really give you like a straight answer on like what is going wrong with your gunplay specific. Because I can't make a video on like, oh, this is what syntax needs to get better at the game. Like it's different for everyone, so you have to just kind of understand what you need to do, and just focus on it yourself. It's different for everybody. One thing I really like to do, like if you think you have like good mechanics and you don't feel like too lost in the game, but your like time to kill is really low. Something I like to do is just focus on only headshots. Like I literally won't even kill them if I don't have like a headshot. I'd rather die than like get the kill that's not a headshot. Whether it be tapping or like spraying, I'm just like, I want to like have like a headshot oriented like gunplay. Don't even worry about what that was. But I want to like make sure that my headshots are like what are getting me the kills, because headshots in game, like they're not gonna be able to react to a headshot. It's a one shot kill. You can kind of just train yourself to like get headshots only, and like keep your aim very consistent. It will make your time to, like, a good time to damage is like 600 milliseconds, 500 milliseconds. I don't know how many of you, like I see some of you have like a full like second per time to kill, and that's a lot of time.
Pedazo de puto idiote de mierda. Vení, chupame la
No
plena
mames,
pija.
güey. Chupame, ñaño.
Chupame la plena pija, la concha y
No mames,
putísima
güey.
madre de mi
Chupame,
puta.
This game is definitely a lot more
No mames,
movement based than
Concha tu tremenda abuela.
CS:GO was, just
Chupame
because
la
like
ñaño.
I don't even know. Okay, what are these people
Chinga
saying
tu
in
madre.
chat? Okay, I need to mute. I think they were saying some bad words in Spanish. Anyways, if you guys really enjoyed this video and you want to see more content, please leave an algorithmic comment, an algorithmic like, an algorithmic subscription, and consider joining the members program. I'm just gonna remind you guys that I still have my Patreon with my coaching. If you guys want to get some one-on-one advice, I can actually like see what you guys are doing wrong, and I can help you by myself. Thank you all for watching, and have a great day.